Or recording? Excellent. Now, hopefully the internet doesn't come down. If it does, if there is any difficulties, I am on a connection that I'm unfamiliar with, so something could happen. I don't think it will, but in case that happens, hold on, because I will be back. I'll probably just reset my Wi-Fi connection, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes if that does happen. Just giving you a quick warning, just in case that happens. I don't think it'll happen, but just in case, so you'll be able to see that. And yes, this is being recorded, so ShopExpress webinar will be available later on in the members area as well. Okay, so you've got access to the software. This is what you'd have seen when you got access into this dashboard today. Now, hopefully the first thing you did is you went and watched the introduction video. If you did want to upgrade, I'll be showing you those upgrades. I believe they're closing after tonight's webinar and after the replay's out, so I need to confirm with the guys, but it's probably about 48 hours before these upgrades will close down. So if you were planning to get one of the upgrades, then do make sure that you act today on the webinar to make sure you get the best price. So this is the ShopExpress download that you would have got. This is the training section, and it's logged me out. 1 second. Let me just log back in here. And all right, 1 second. So if you do get logged out, make sure you save your information so you can log back in. I've got my details just here. I'll just go and search for them now. Okay, what I'll do while I'm doing that, to save some time, what I'll do is I'll skip right on to once you've actually downloaded the software, and I'll show you, I'll go back over to the members area in just a moment. So once you've actually got ShopExpress installed and you've got it added, you've basically downloaded it, you've installed it, this is what you're going to see in your dashboard. Now, in order to do this, follow along the training. The training is very step-by-step. It's easy to understand, and you'll be able to install this on your domain. This is what you'll see then, and you can see here it says I've got a JV account right here that I'm showing you with today, and we've got the dashboard. We have store design that seems to really want to log me out today, and we've also got our store design here. And we've also got add a product, we've got products, automation, stats. Now, the main reason that you'd want to use ShopExpress is if you want to get into e-commerce. Put a 1 in the box if you got access to ShopExpress today, or whenever you got access to ShopExpress, because you want to get into selling e-commerce products. E-commerce right now is one of the hottest ways to make money online. You can probably see that a lot of people have been very successful with e-commerce, and e-commerce isn't really different from selling physical products online. It is the ability to sell physical products online and the ability to have people buy those products online. So if you are wanting to get into e-commerce, the best place to start is with a website like this. I say that because what the software does is this actually gives you the ability to go out, build up your website, add different products from a particular niche, and build up your name in the search engine. So you can rank in Google, having your ShopExpress website ranking in Google. You can make it look really nice. And then over time, as those rankings increase, as more people come in and start seeing your website, as you develop more of a customer base, you can then start to look to expand into your own products or importing your own products, opposed from selling affiliate products, which you'll be doing through this particular store. That's a really good way of starting off without having to put too much investment in or buying a bunch of products to start off with. You can sell other people's products, so they hold all of the risk, and all you need to do is use this software, select which products you want, and drive traffic to those products. It's one of the best ways to get started in e-commerce. Okay. So let's go ahead now, and let's go and I believe that Han is answering questions in the chat as well. So we've also got these different options here when we first go in here. So once you've got it installed, what you'll see is you'll see the store design. You'll see the theme, you'll see the slider, you'll see the banner ad, and you'll also see the legal page here as well. We've also got settings. So if you want to customize anything, you've got your business profile, your affiliate profile here as well. And we've also got add a product, so we can add whichever products we want from Amazon, eBay, AliExpress. We've also got all of the products that we would want to add, or a list of all the products that have been added. We've also got our automation here where we can automate the adding of products, and then we've got statistics, which will be useful to keep track of what's happening, and then we have SEO. Now I'm going to focus on SEO last. That's one that I would encourage you to focus a lot of attention on. You can also use these useful links here. This will help you get started when you're starting your products. So you can first of all start by adding new and choose which products you want to start with. So the first step is to customize your theme. So go into theme, you can choose a logo that you want for your website. As we have here, we've chosen this particular niche, beauty in bold, which is basically a beauty niche. So obviously target at women who are interested in beauty products. Now, when you first go in to create your site, you should have some sort of feeling as to which type of niche you want to enter into. Put a 1 in the box if you already know what kind of niche you want to enter into. The only thing your niche really needs to have is it needs to be in one of these 3 websites. It needs to be in AliExpress, it needs to be in eBay, and it needs to be in Amazon as well. If it's in those sites, then you won't have any problems with how you set everything up, which will be really good. And cool. So once we've done that, and I'd encourage you to go to the training inside of the main ShopExpress login in order to learn how to set this up. Then you can choose your theme. Now, right now, we've already gone through that. Once we've done the theme, we can choose our slider and basically brand this as we want. Now, one of the useful parts of this is right at the top here, you have a slider that you can fully customize. You've got here, you can put different specials on, different discounts, and so on. You can even add buttons in here as well to highlight specific products. This is a big feature of your website. The reason it's a big feature is when someone goes to your website, it's going to be the first thing that's showing up for them. So you need to make sure you've got some sort of standout image or standout offer that is really going to attract people and encourage people to go and purchase from you. So what I'd highly recommend doing is thinking about what you could potentially offer in order to really encourage people to see a particular product or a particular type of product. So have a look at the different products they're advertising and see which ones have some sort of discount attached to them. You can do what they've done here, what's done in this login, which is 20 to 50% off these selected products, and you can actually advertise that right here, and people can click buy now. They can be directed then to the products that have that discount. As we can see right here, these are products that have been highlighted as products that have those discounts. As people click through and they actually go and view these products, what they'll see is that those products have got that discount in whichever place is the products are selling. Cool. So make sure you go through, do that, highlight those sliders, and add a call to action button as well. You can have up to 5 sliders as you see up the top here, and you can edit these as you want and go through them as you want as well. Cool. So then we've got our banner ads. If you want to add in any banners, you can add in an advertisement here. This will show up on your website as well to really highlight another product or something else, maybe another website you want to direct people to. Now, in this current install that we have here, we don't actually have any banner ads that are being advertised here, but you can have these and they will sit inside of the different categories for these particular products. Or one of the other features is you can actually use Google AdSense, place this on your website, and this code in itself will actually grab those ads from Google AdSense, and you can make money off those ads as well. All right, now let's go into adding our products. So first of all, go to Amazon. We're going to go to this particular page here. Choose a category which your products are related to, a niche that your products are related to. So in this case, we had beauty selected. So if I was to choose beauty again, I could go in here and I could enter in a keyword that might be associated with my brand, or I could just search inside of that niche with something like nails, or inside of this niche with something like clothing. Probably not so much attached to beauty, but it'll allow you to dig down deeper into these different categories. So that'll help as well. Now I'm just going to have a look at the questions, see if we have anything here relating to the last category that we did. What are the sliders? I showed what the sliders are. These are the sliders right here. These sliders are advertising sliders that help basically to greet people when they go to your website and direct their attention to what you might be wanting to promote. Cool. So after we've done that, we can go through, we can search which products we want to add. And one of the great parts of this website, one of the really cool pieces about it, is you can select which products you want. You can pick and choose, you can search through, choose which type of products will be the best fit, and you can go ahead and publish them now, or you can publish them later. So what I encourage you to do is choose a niche, go through, sort which particular products would fit in your website. What particular products would be really wanted by people inside of your niche, and sell those products. Also take into consideration how much money you actually make off these products as well. You can see with nail products, there's a small amount that's being charged. So you're not likely to make that much money out of these particular products. So you might want to consider going into a niche where there's products of higher value being sold. Now, clothing is a no-brainer one. You could go into, as you can see here, software. Software, not so much. There's not too much you'll find through software. Maybe you'll find some stuff over Amazon, but most of it's quite easy to and quite competitive. Electronics might be a good one. iPhone accessories, for example. You can search iPhone here and see if these websites have iPhone accessories you could sell. With the iPhone 7 coming out, that's a trending topic, which might give you an opportunity to really get a lot of attention in a short period of time. So you can see here a bit more pricey in some of these places, and you could go and sell some of these certain products that are allowing you to sell them, basically. So, all right, that's how you do the search through there. If you want to add products, you can either publish them or you can publish them at a later date. You can also then go into the next niche, which is eBay. You can search for similar products in there in the same sort of way. And also you can do the exact same thing through AliExpress. Now, you want to make sure that you've signed up for these specific affiliate programs and entered in your data for those as well. So go into settings, go into affiliate, and enter your data in for each one of these specific websites. Make sure that's done, and then you'll have no problem searching for those products as well. There's training on that, so you can go through and you can sign up for those affiliate programs through the training, and you'll have the most success doing that. And later on down the track, when you want to move away from affiliate products, and I recommend doing that down the track once you've got traffic, once you've got a lot of people coming to your website, the reason being that, once you've got the traffic, once you've got the rankings in Google, you can actually move away from affiliate products and start stocking your own products, and you'll find that you'll make a lot more money doing that as well longer term. But you can't start there because it'll cost you more money to get into. So do make sure that when you're doing that, that you are thinking about that as well. All right, now we have products, so we can view all of our products right here. We can see what's on our website. We can see what types of products we're selling. This is all listed down here. We can see if it's published or scheduled to be published. And we can keep track of these specific products and even edit them if we want to edit some of the contents in here as well. So if you wanted to edit some of the contents, you can jump in here and do it. I wouldn't tend to do this too much, the reason being that these different values actually represent specific information that's been taken for this particular product, and often the information that's gathered off these listings is more than enough for people to make a decision as to whether they want to buy or not. We've also got SEO settings. Now, this is one thing that I really want to highlight. Who's planning on ranking in Google? Put a 1 in the box if you're planning on ranking in Google for your website. Google, longer term, is probably one of the best traffic strategies that you could get involved in. But you want to make sure that you get your data, your information, your meta title, your meta description in early. This will have some impact. It won't have a massive amount of impact. What will have probably the most impact is if you decide to spend a bit of time going through and actually adding more information into these different products. Okay, what I'd choose if I was in your position, and if I was starting this company myself, what I'd probably do is I'd stick to a niche that was popular, a niche where there was a lot of profit to be made for products being sold, and I'd choose a smaller amount of products in my product showcase. The reason I'd do that is that you can actually then go in and you can customize your descriptions, customize your titles yourself with keywords in there to rank inside of Google. And because it's not grabbing data from the website like Amazon or somewhere else, your data will be unique for all of these specific products. So you'll have a better chance in ranking in Google for that specific product. There's a higher chance you'll be able to generate traffic. I'd also have a look at what other websites like this are doing. Now, one of the best websites that I like to look at is a website called dealman.co.nz. This is run by a young person from New Zealand, and they have become very successful selling e-commerce products over Facebook. They have set products, and you'll actually see that all of these products, who can guess where all these products are from? Put a 1 in the box, or actually tell me now. I'm sure some of you can. Where are these products from? Yes, exactly. I'm getting a lot of people, some people saying China, not the country, but which website. They're actually from AliExpress. Yes, you're right. They're from AliExpress. What this person does is he actually goes ahead, and he's been doing this now for years, and he's making a lot of money doing it, making millions doing it. He's got over 1 million followers on Facebook. And what he does is he imports products from AliExpress. He doesn't even import them, actually. What he does is he drop ships them from AliExpress. So for him, he's cut some deals with people from AliExpress. He showcases their products and he takes a cut. Basically exactly what you're doing with the affiliate program that you have with ShopExpress. It's the same style, except what he does is he's actually set this up and he's set his own costs for it. and he acts as the middleman basically. So he's got higher prices as a result of doing that, but he's also able to make more money. That's why I say later on down the track, once you've actually got some success ranking in Google, you go ahead and do that. Also, he's been able to generate over 2 million likes over Facebook for his Dealman page. Facebook is his main traffic source. If you search Dealman in Google and you search for Google Dealman Facebook, for example, you'll actually find a couple of articles that have been written about the owner of this website. He actually does. He's very specific with his stats from Facebook. He does a lot with Facebook ads, and I highly recommend getting into Facebook ads yourself as another traffic strategy once you've got your website set up. So that's one of the reasons also that you want to make sure you sell a smaller range of products, much like Dealman. Don't sell hundreds or thousands of products. Sell a smaller amount of products, but really spend time to go through and make those products as attractive as possible, and spend time with your descriptions, spend time on your titles to make them attractive, and also rank the keywords in Google as well. Now, does that make sense? Put a 1 in the box if this is making sense to you right now, because the mistake most people make is, this is an automated software. It's a really cool software to use, and the reason that it's really cool is because it is so automated. However, if you really want to rank in Google, you're going to want to make sure that you use some of that automation in your favor and do some manual work. So use the descriptions that are here, definitely use them, but make sure you add in some of your own information as well to really focus your attention on really building a strong amount of rankings for your own website in Google, and that'll really help longer term. It'll help your longer term strategy. So we've done through that. We've got categories as well. Make sure you, again, have keywords in your categories that are going to be best describing your products and helping you to rank in Google as well. You want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're thinking about your keyword ranking, and you're making sure that it's easy to navigate your website for a user as well. Often Google, is basically looking to help you and help their searchers to find relevant content. So make sure that the post categories are relevant as well. Now, I'm going to go and look at SEO right now. The reason I'm doing that is that this is a topic we're covering right now. So I'm going to do spend a little bit of time before I go into the other parts of this as well. So we've got our product page, we've got our homepage settings. Your homepage settings, you want to adjust this, make sure it's descriptive for your website. There's a low chance you'll be able to rank in Google starting off, but over time, if you've got really good descriptive content on your front page, and you've also communicated that through your meta title, meta description, while they don't represent that much use these days because Google's really good at its job, it'll still help, and it'll help it be neat and tidy as well. So when you do rank in Google, when people are searching on Google, it doesn't just say beauty shop, it says low cost, high quality beauty clothing at a discount. Something attractive for people that are actually clicking through. Also, in your product pages, you can make adjustments here as well. I would just keep this as it is and edit those product pages manually. That's probably the easiest thing you can do. Same with archive, same with title settings, and your sitemap is generated, which really helps as well. Make sure that you do go ahead and generate that sitemap. Please copy your sitemap URL and put it in your webmaster account. So do make sure you go through that process of doing that. I believe there's some training in the account on how to do that as well. Also adjust have some RSS feed settings. This basically is your RSS feed. An RSS feed is really simple syndication. It means that when you update content to a specific category, that'll be featured in your RSS feed. It can be grabbed from your RSS feed. This can contribute and help you with your rankings. It can be, seen as another page. Also, if people want to grab information or share information from your website and you're happy for them to do that, they can do that using the RSS feed. And that's one of the reasons that you may want to include that and keep it in there as well. Then we've got our webmaster settings. This is Google verification code. You've got your Bing verification code, Pinterest verification code, and Yahoo verification code as well. That's if you want to use Google Webmaster Tools with your website. All really laid out easily. One of the things that I really like about this is that everything is so easy to navigate through, and you're not going to have any problem going and finding what you need within this website. This is even, I would say, a much easier system to use than WordPress even, because you can navigate it so easily. It's very simple to use. Plus, because it's on your website, it's going to load faster than those other ones as well. Now, cool. So you've got your list here. You've got your list of products. You've got where they're from, store name, affiliate hits. You can track your stats and see how well you're doing, well products are doing. What you'll find is this will start off quite slow, and depending on what your traffic source is, if your traffic source is Facebook, you're doing advertising on Facebook, it'll build quite quickly. However, if you're looking at this right now, you're looking to rank in Google, then you might find that it is a bit slow. A side note as well is that you may actually find, if you do track with Google Webmaster Tools, you actually get a lot of traffic through the Google Images search. For my e-commerce store, for example, I actually have an e-commerce store in clothing, which have had some success making sales. And I started making sales in that store without doing any additional work. I literally did no traffic generation for that store at all. And I had about 3 sales within the first 2 months, which, 3 sales isn't very much. Is it going to, put food on the table for me for the next wee while? No, it's not. What happened is I basically set up this website. I got super busy. I couldn't focus on it and couldn't pay as much attention to it as I wanted. So I just left it. I was selling AliExpress products, much like you're doing right here. And what happened is I actually had a number of sales start to come through. I had 3 sales come in within the first 6 weeks. I got in touch with the people that had actually purchased, and I said, how on earth did you find my website? I haven't promoted it. I haven't marketed it. And all 3 of them said it had actually come through Google Images, which is really quite interesting as well. So do make sure that when you're going through this process, if you can, put in really good images or attractive images, and that goes for any e-commerce website you're creating as well. Because it does work. I've seen that in my business. I'm not sure how effective it is as a long-term strategy because I saw a few sales come through for it. It was the main traffic source for my website without me really knowing it. I had no chance in ranking in Google for the keywords that I was looking to rank for, but I did rank in Google Images, which was really weird. Probably, I think a few big sites actually decided to use some of my images, and Google probably, saw they were from me and ranked my images higher in Google. I'm not sure how that worked, but quick tip there as well. Cool. So then we've got automation here as well. If you want to go and automate some of the posting and everything that's happening on your website, you can do that. You can choose how many daily posts you want. And the main reason that you do this, opposed from just adding content right away, the main reason you'd use a tool like this is if you'd want to show Google consistently that you are updating content, because Google likes it when you're updating content consistently. Okay, it likes to see websites that are active. The reason being that it actually degrades websites that have been sitting around, that are stale and have been the same for a long period of time, because it wants to see, it wants up-to-date content on its Google search. It wants, when you search for something on Google, it wants to make sure that the content it's giving is most relevant to the current time. It doesn't want to have a website showing up from 2003 about a specific topic and it hasn't been updated for 10 years. That's not what Google wants. It makes a lot of sense, right? So make sure that you do schedule in some posts to go in. What this means is that you don't need to be scheduling in new content every single day or every single few minutes. Even if you updated once every week, a new product once every week, and you did some adjustments, you saw which products weren't selling so well, you removed them off your website, and in their place you then went ahead and you had some other products that you thought might sell really well that you've scheduled in to sell. This is exactly like a in-storefront business, all right? So if you aren't selling some products, get rid of them. Okay, find out whether it's because you haven't got enough traffic. If it's because you haven't got enough traffic, maybe there's something wrong. But if people are actually clicking on them and they're not buying, get rid of those products. Introduce new products that you think might be quite interesting for people. And that's how I would use this. I would go and be constantly on the search for new products you think will be interesting for people that come to your website. Feature those products and get rid of the ones you can see in stats which ones aren't being sold. Get rid of the ones that aren't selling so well and keep on introducing new products, because part of this is having cool products on your website that people actually want to buy. If you've got a website full of just random products, you're not going to do very well. That's the fact of the matter, unfortunately. You need to make sure that throughout this process, you're updating, with content people are actually going to have a genuine interest in. It makes sense, right? Okay, so then we've got SMO. This is your social media accounts. You've got also your design options here where you can add these social media accounts. Would I recommend doing this when you first start out? Yes, I would. Claim your Facebook page, claim your Twitter page, claim your LinkedIn page, claim your Google Plus page, claim your Pinterest page. you want to claim all of those pages, because if someone sees your website and they're like, well, that's a really cool name, and they decided to go and pick up the .co domain, and then they go and steal your business's name on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, the next thing, people start thinking that you're actually copying them. So it's really important that you look at these platforms, see that no one's taken those names, and claim them yourself, because they're not creating new versions of these names. If you lose your name, then you've lost a significant amount of your business if things go really well. So do make sure you do that. Also, from a reputation standpoint, people these days actually trust businesses more that are on social media. Have you noticed that? I'm sure you've probably noticed that. Most of the reputable companies, all of them now, really, apart from Apple and Google, Google's on Google Plus, and Apple, I don't believe, will ever go on any of these social media websites, but they have a great reputation. Most other businesses, if they want to be seen as a reputable business that people can trust, they need to be on social media. Okay, so make sure that you get on social media, get an account, schedule some messages to be updated. They don't need to be, great messages, but you just need to make sure that your accounts look professional, well put together. So when people visit them, they can actually see that you're a reputable person. I find myself often looking at a website, seeing if I wanted to purchase from them, and I actually check out their Facebook page. The reason I check out their Facebook page is I say, hey, is this person responsive? Are they actually taking care of their company? Are they a reputable brand? If I go to a Facebook page and I see that it's not a reputable, not from a reputable brand, then I'm not likely to buy. However, if I went to dealman.co.nz's Facebook page, for example, I can see that they have a huge amount of interaction. I can see that the person has over 2 million fans, which immediately makes me think, wow, this is a great company. And, I would be more than willing to purchase as a result of that. Now, Instagram is not currently on here. I'm not 100% sure why. Instagram is a great place to go and get traffic from for your account. So I might actually see if I can talk to the guys and see if this could potentially be added in, because not Pinterest, but Instagram is a great traffic source for your e-commerce company. Instagram,
I want to interrupt here about Instagram very quickly. Sorry about that.
Sure.
Since we talked about it. Under the auto posting features, we already automated the entire process. Automations, social.
Missed it. Cool.
We don't have to do anything for Instagram. Just set up one time and forget it. We automatically already post to Instagram. That's why that's not manually shared. But I'll be happy to take that suggestion to the developer and that in as well.
Nice. Cool. This is really cool. Definitely set this up. Definitely. This is probably one of the best places. Facebook still is the best for selling e-commerce products, but Instagram is very close second right now. There's a lot of people, and you've probably seen this as well. If you have, anyone that shops online in your household, you might notice that, maybe they look at Instagram. I know definitely for my wife and people between the ages of, 12 right up to 30, sometimes as well, older, are on Instagram, and they're searching for products that they can buy. They're having a look at how it looks on people. They're having a look at people that look similar to them, and they're finding products that they would want to purchase. So make sure you're updating to there. Instagram obviously is important. And just to repeat what Han said, what you do is you basically can fill this out. You can fill this information out, and this automates everything. It automatically adds it to Instagram for you. So you can actually have an Instagram account updated automatically, so you don't have to do any of the work. You just set it up once and it runs. So obviously you want to set this up because it's traffic for doing no work at all. So do make sure you do that. Now, Instagram, the way it works, I would recommend going on Instagram and hashtagging, using hashtags. If you don't yet have a course on Instagram, definitely invest in a course on Instagram. So you're familiar with the platform, you know how to get traffic over it. Instagram in itself, again, it's a long-term plan. You need to be Instagramming a lot. You need to be updating Instagram on a consistent basis. One of the great strategies for growing your Instagram following, though, is actually hashtagging keywords that are relevant to your content. So hashtags inside of your niche will really help as well. And do make sure that you claim your business name as well. Cool. And Anne's going to have a chat with the developer about adding Instagram as one of those social media icon options as well. That's one of the things that he said as well. Cool. So this is ShopExpress. This is what you get access to when you get into this software. This is what you have the ability to do as well. Now, one of the things that I want to do is I want to introduce you in a moment to a product that might work really, really well with the e-commerce softwares that you're building, or if you're doing any sort of online marketing, this is a useful software. Before I do that though, I want to invite Han really quickly, if he can, to come on and talk about the upgrades and also help me in answering some questions about ShopExpress. And Han, if you can paste those upgrade links or URLs, I think you may have already done that, into the chat box for everyone. The upgrades, again, they're going to expire tomorrow night. So do make sure, if you are looking at this, if you're on this webinar right now, you have a good opportunity to make sure you secure those upgrades before they close down, before they increase in price or whatever is going to happen. Definitely something will change tomorrow night. So do make sure that you have that. So if there's any questions, now's the time to ask them. Let me know what the questions are in the questions box, and we'll be here to help you now.
I am currently pasting all the links for the upgrade, so give me 1 minute into the chat box, and let me know if you guys can see this as well in the chat box. And one last one. And okay, all right, so let me ask a lot of questions as people comes in here as well, so I'm trying to read the question now. Can everybody hear me okay, Sam?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
How many different banners can we add? I think right now it's just one banner. We do not have a banner rotations right now, but I will be happy to take that suggestion to the developer and that hopefully add that in for you. Can we paste a link of product directly into shop without going through search? I don't think that option is available right now. My software just need to upgrade, but I have the second one already, the Pro. I don't have the name. Let's just say friend on this webinar. I don't know why. So I have pasted all the OTO links, upgrades into the chat. So just grab from there, get it from there. Do you need a Facebook account to use this product? No, you don't. But I highly recommend you do, because you can using the auto posting features to get the free Facebook traffic. So you need all the traffic you can get in internet marketing. Can I use ShopExpress locally in my country outside major stores? Not at this moment. This is not a this right now is only work with Amazon, eBay, and AliExpress. We are planning on a second version that's gonna kind of take this to another level that does that. Anything outside of Amazon, eBay, and AliExpress. Can we use subdomains? That question I do not know at this point. I highly recommend you submit a ticket, which I'm going to give it to you right now, to the help desk, and they'll be happy to take that question for you. I can't get my ShopExpress to Facebook without SSL URL. It is already, if you can see Sam's demo page, it is already SSL. It's HTTPS with an S, so I believe it's already installed. I think they did that upgrade yesterday. If I haven't tested again, please try it again. If you still have a problem, feel free, again, submit a ticket to the help desk. We'll be happy to help you out on that. And you are absolutely correct. We need to have SSL to work with the Facebook. Okay. I'm trying to read as many questions as I can because it's kind of flying too. How easy to hack part of the website? All right, so if you have any technical issues, such as to set up the store installations or not have a database issues, please submit a ticket to the help desk, because that's beyond my ability, because I'm not a techie guy to help you with that. So, but we have 3 dedicated support persons to help answer all the tickets and help you to walk you through any technical issue you have. Again, if you have issues with versions, of which version you get, you need to kind of deal with the help desk, so that they can help you through there. Okay, so I'm going to send you the help desk link again. ShopExpress is actually hosting at your own server. Here's a couple questions about: do you need a WordPress to run this? The answer is no. This is a standalone script. The reason we did that is because you can instantly flip the store. Let's say your store start making money like $100 a month or $1,000 a month. You can instantly go to Flipper.com and flip it 10 times the earning. Usually, it's what's going to selling for. The reason we get away from WordPress because WordPress is a great platform. But from my personal experience, there's the security issues and the loading slow. We want to have this store to be loading super, super fast for people. And so we decided it's better to do this way to have a standalone. But you are hosting this at your own hosting. So you have the code in your hosting at 100% of the time. So you have 100% control of that. So hopefully I answered that question. Let me see. Yes, if someone says this is too fast for me to grasp, well, that's going to be a replay, so you can watch at your convenience as well, so that you can understand this better. Yes, HostGator is fine. This should work at any kind of hosting company, guys, and make sure that one of the things you need to look for is if they're including SSL as a part of the package. If it's like a bundle deal, you should get it, because if you're planning to do marketing on Facebook, you need to get that. There's also a free solution for SSL as well. Anything about SSL, please submit a ticket into the help desk. Again, I'm not a tech person, and I don't know how to even set it up myself. So, but I do know the support person is going to be able to help you with that. All right. So, and apologize that I will read off your name, but I don't see name. I only see friend as a name. That's why I don't know why. It's kind of weird. So if we import, so there's a lot of question about within the product. Okay. Yes, somebody said Baby Cloud with the hosting works. So somebody already tested with HostGator works. All right. So Sam, do you want to kind of take it over from here? I think if you guys have a future question, feel free to submit, take it to the help desk. We'll be happy to answer you individually.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Cool. So one of the things that I wanted to do is we've covered what we wanted to cover with ShopExpress today, and if there is any more questions, then please let me know. What I wanted to show you today is a really cool way of testing how your software is doing, and not how your software is doing, but how your pages are doing. You can actually rotate, and I heard that someone wanted to rotate banners. We've actually got a software which we sold not too long ago, and it closed down. It closed down after about 5 days. We had a lot of people come through, and we've shut it down ever since. We've actually shut it down, and it's been shut down since July, and we've just been working on it non-stop to make it as good as it possibly can be. There's a number of new upgrade features we have to it, and we've decided to release it as part of a 3-day special. Now, that 3 days comes to an end tomorrow night. We've been selling this. It's called Revamply. You may have heard of it. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. Put a 1 in the box if you have. Put a 2 in the box if you haven't. And one of the things that comes to mind is that while you're doing this with your products, one of the things that you may want to do is actually test how your products are doing. And what the software actually gives you the ability to do is it gives you the ability to basically add any website or any web page into Revamply and then change that content and then have it so you can actually test that content versus the current version. Does that kind of make sense? So what it gives you the ability to do is test your different pages, test your different products, test your different images, test your different descriptions against each other and see what converts best, then choose the winner. It'll work on sales pages, it'll work on opt-in pages, it'll work on e-commerce websites, it'll work on your ShopExpress stores. It's going to allow you to basically test your different pages against each other or test different products against each other as well. So it's going to make things a lot easier when it comes to any of the sorts of tasks that you might want to be doing on a daily basis. And if you have maybe your full focus is on e-commerce, well, what this will do is it'll allow you to test different products against each other really easily, or test different images of the same product against each other when you're actually selling, because images make a big deal when it comes to e-commerce when you're actually selling on your websites. You could also test different headlines, different banners, different advertisements, different sliders against other sliders. The sky's the limit. You can do everything with this particular product, and I'll show you a bit more in just a second. The other thing that you can do is, if you're planning on selling any digital products in the future, put a 1 in the box if you are planning on selling some digital products in the future or doing this for clients. One of the best parts of the software is that, and this is how we actually built the website, the sales page, which you'll see for Revamply, we actually built it within this software. And the way that we did it is we went to someone else's website. We had their permission to do this, by the way, and we always recommend you get permission in doing this, but we went to someone else's website. We added that website into Revamply, and then we started building our own sales page off their website. What happened is that we went ahead as a result of doing this, and we had a fully done sales page at the end of it, and we didn't have to create the base of that sales page ourselves. We were then able to build different tests and do a lot through the software. So I wanted to show you this because it's relevant today, and because the timing seemed to fit in. Yesterday I wanted to introduce this to you because we were actually just starting the 3 days which we were doing for this re-release, where we've basically added a bunch more features, and we're re-releasing it at the original price that it originally had launched for 3 days. Because I wasn't able to get on tomorrow, we already have a lot of people that are already talking about this, so it has to close down tomorrow night. Either way, if we didn't close it down, then it would be us saying that we would be open longer than we should be. So let me show you what this software does, and maybe this is useful for your business. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. I think you'll see something here for whatever tasks that you're doing online. It certainly helps me. I've been able to build a lot of different websites through this, and I'll show you how it works. So first of all, I'm going to make sure I refresh because I'm going to make sure it's been a while since I've been logged in here, and I want to make sure that, there we are, good, cool. So up here you'll see this new button. It's quite standout. These are all the new features we've been adding in. You can see here it's almost every week right now we're updating new things into the software. We've got a WordPress plugin which is in there. We've got working on mobile devices. You can actually test against different mobile devices, test different mobile landing pages now with the software. Makes it really quite easy to do that. So here's how it works. Let's grab a software. What I'm going to do is, all right, we'll try that. We'll try dealman.co.nz. Now I don't think I've actually tried this one. Maybe I have. If I've tried this in the past, then it won't load it up, but we'll just see because I've already created a page for it. So let's just see if I've created it in the past, and I'll delete it. There it is right there. Let's go ahead and delete this. And there we are, delete this website, and we'll re-add it. Cool. All right, so add new website, and again, we can add in sales pages, we can add in anything we really want to within this. So let's go to Dealman, we'll put in Dealman, and we're going to start revamping. So this isn't my website, I have no association with this website, by the way. I'm showing you this as an example, and an example of what this software can potentially do. So what we've done is we've actually loaded this up into Revamply's software right now. Now you'll see that everything has been split up into different elements. So if we wanted to, we can select a different element, an element on the website, we can drag it around as we want. We can also go ahead if we wanted to, we can change our different categories. So if I wanted to say, no, this isn't menswear, this is now women's wear, and hopefully I know how to spell it correctly. We can make those adjustments as we want. We can also adjust images. We can go down, we can adjust certain images here. We can drag those images around. Now, it all depends on how the website has been built. Now, what I can see here is that this particular website is built within Shopify. All right. Now, Shopify websites, they actually don't give you the ability to add certain HTML. So in this particular case, this wouldn't be a very good example of how to edit one of these websites. You're not able to edit a Shopify website unless you have access to the HTML. In this particular case, I don't believe Shopify right now gives us access to those HTML, but if we wanted to, we could actually grab a website, we could redesign it, and if we wanted to do this for a client or in our own business, we could actually take certain components of this website, download the page ourselves, and use it on our own website, as long as we had permission from the person to actually do this. So if I wanted to, I could say, for example, change this image, and I'm just going to zoom slightly out. I'm on a really small screen today, so I'm going to zoom slightly out. If we wanted to, we could go ahead, we could animate it, and I'll just go through here again, animate it, and we can edit basically anything we want. Now, on a website like this, if you get the main page, there's actually quite a bit going on. So what you'd want to do is, most likely, you'd want to grab a web page such as the product page so you can run a test on that product page, or a sales page, for example. Now, Han, what was the sales page that you guys had for ShopExpress?
Should be shopexpress.io
.io.
slash. Yeah, you just
Is
that
there a
should work.
slash?
Yeah.
All right, let's see we go. Now you need the exact URL. That's why I'm asking whether there's a slash or not. You need the exact URL when you're using the software, because it's actually going to grab the data from that page and creating this particular website. So with sales pages, and I'm going to put this full screen so you can fully see everything here. You can actually divide up all of these different elements, and as you'll see here, we've loaded this up. We've got our video element. We have up here our other element up here. If we go here, down here, we can adjust the headline. And I believe my internet's cut out, so it's not showing some of these images right now, but it actually will show you all of the different text, all of the different content that's on a specific web page. So we can go out, we can go and change this if we wanted to. We could say Sam Becker now owns this web page, and we can make adjustments. Now you can do this on your own pages to test different content against other content, test different headlines against other headlines, and you can also add in, if you want to, different elements. So you could actually drag in, say, an image, for example. If you wanted to, you could delete the image in the background, and you could actually have your own image placed in here if we wanted to. So we could actually go up, we could grab a specific image. So we go change image, click on change image. We could then grab an image from here if we wanted to. So I could type in Sam Becker. We'll have a search for an image. Where is an image? There we are. We'll do this one. Cool. We can have a search for an image. We add our image in. We can drag it, and we can edit that into the website if we wanted to. So this could be any image we wanted to. And if we wanted to go ahead and we wanted to, we would want to, in this case, actually delete this background. So what we're going to do is we're going to find where the background is. We can actually go ahead and delete this background as well. Or we could go ahead and drag it down, make some room, and then add our new element if we wanted to as well. Now you need to make sure you're actually grabbing the right specific element and you're adjusting it correctly, because with a website like this, there's quite a bit going on. And in this particular case, for example, this is going to the back, and it depends on how the website has been structured itself. So you want to make sure that your website itself is actually well built. But that's basically what this software will do. Now, it's currently having a few problems with this page. I'm not sure whether it's my internet connection or whether it's something else. I'll just see if I can reload it and see if those images load. Cool, so it is having some issues with some of these images right here. What I'll do is I'm going to go back out, and I'll just go back out right now, and I'll show you another example of one of the websites we've done this with. Cool, so this is igloo.com. This is one of the websites we had permission to edit and take and use. What we can do here is I'm just going to wait for it to load, and there we are. Cool. So this is actually a website builder software. This actually builds websites, and it builds different websites. It builds different sales pages. So if we wanted to, we could actually go and we could select this. We can drag it down. We can add different elements if we wanted to. We could add a new headline in. And we can customize this as we want. We could add in a timer if we wanted to under here, drag it, drop it in, and we can adjust certain components of this page as we want to. This works really well because this page is quite a basic page. There's not too much going on this page. It's all quite well structured and it's easy to edit. You can see here that it finds the content on the page really easily, and we can adjust any images, we can adjust any text really quite easily on this page without having to do too much. Click once and it will highlight an element. Click twice and it will allow you to change any element or part of that element. We can change the font, we can change the text. You start to get a feel for how you're able to use this in your business. You can also make adjustments to internal pages as well if you wanted to, and it basically makes the whole process a lot easier to do. If we were to go back now, what we can do we don't have to go back actually. We can actually create a new variation. So if we had made some changes, we could say, for example, go variation 3, create variation and load. Now what this is going to do is it's actually going to bring up the testing version of this specific web page. So we're duplicating this web page right now for our test. So you can actually go, you can grab one of your pages, you can make edits to your page, then you can go and create one of these variations and then create a new test for this specific page. Cool, so it's just generating this variation right now, and then it's going to bring up another one right now. Now, you'd obviously want to use this on your own websites unless you have permission to change another website. It will work with WordPress as well. There is a WordPress plugin with this, and it'll work really well with that as well. Now, for whatever reason, it's not loading that variation. I believe it's because of my internet connection. So what we can do is, if that's not happening, we can go ahead and we can actually create a new variation this way. So we can actually create a new variation by saying verify 1, for example, and create a verification inside of this dashboard. So that's what I've done in this case. I've created verify 1. I can turn on the variation right here, and when it's green like this, it's basically testing this page against the main page. This is our main page, and it's testing this against the main page right now. We can test more than one variation, so we could test 10, 20 different variations if we wanted to. We could test 10 different headlines, and that'll give you a really clear picture of what headline is working best, which images are working best, which product is selling best. All of that is available through here. So we might want to change this headline. We could say, for example, easy website builder makes online marketing fast. We could test that as one of our headlines. If we wanted to change it, we wanted to change the font, see what kind of impact that makes, we can change the font. We can change it to whatever we want it to be. There's a range of different fonts that are available here. And we can also change the size as well if we wanted to. Now, obviously, you'll want to make sure that the size is good, that it looks good. You can highlight certain components as well, make them bold, and customize these as you want. Now, if I wanted to, I could add a new video here. I could remove this video and actually split test different videos. It's actually quite easy to do that. All you need to do is just highlight the element, click on this rubbish bin here, and it will be deleted. So I'll do that again. This is a pop-up div. You just need to delete those basically. And now we're back on our website. One sec. And we'll just check. There we are. We're back. Cool. So when it comes to pop-ups, that's one issue we've had with the software. We're still working on it. But with it, when a pop-up comes up, you can edit the pop-up, but it interrupts your editing. So I just encourage people to delete the pop-up, and you can actually add pop-ups within the system. So you can actually go in here, click pop-up, and you can add your own pop-ups if you want to. From this software, you can have test different pop-ups. You could animate different pop-ups. You can build in your own list into these pop-ups if you wanted to. And you can also see the tablet, the mobile versions, and see how everything's showing on a mobile device as well. So all of this is editable. It basically turns a page into being fully editable. You can preview it on tablet. You can preview it on mobile. When you're ready, click Save, and then click Publish. Now, in order to publish your changes, it's really easy. You don't need to, upload any new pages or anything like that. You just need to copy this code right here, paste it into your web page, and then what will happen is the code will show the content that is inside of Revamply. So if you decide that you just want to make changes to your website on the fly, you don't want to split test, then you add this in, and it will make those changes. And you can click, yes, I've added the code, and it will tell you if the code's been added. In this case, I haven't added this code, so it'll tell me that it hasn't been added yet. We can also, if we want to split test, we don't need to re-add any more codes. You just add this code on once, and then the software does the rest. When you go in here, you create your split tests. You can do that with the software. It integrates with a ton of different software here: Aweber, MailChimp, GetResponse, Constant Contact, GoToWebinar, iContact, Infusionsoft, SendLane, ActiveCampaign, Stripe, WordPress, Usign, and Ontraport. So you can actually grab a WordPress plugin, enter in your data, click Add Application. It will give you a download for a WordPress plugin, and you'll be able to actually use that WordPress plugin on your WordPress websites. You can also, if you wanted to, if we went back into here, we went into Site Editor, you can also really easily change the colors of your pages. You can add opt-ins, you can add videos, social media, all of that can be added, and this will work on any website. So if you go into Color Dropper here, we load up our Color Dropper. It's really easy to recolor everything. I'm just going to delete this because I didn't save last time. I just clicked publish. So one sec. Wait for that to come back. And you can actually use this color dropper. And what will happen is that this color dropper changes a entire section or only a text that you want to drop it on. So we'll just wait for this to show up. There we are. And use this color dropper. There we are. How does that color look? How does this color look here? Looks pretty good. And we can test out different colors to see how they work on this background. Don't like that one so much. This one's a little bit better. Yeah, that would work. So you get a feel for what the software does. When you want to add it again, you just click publish, you grab your embed code, and you've got that as well. Now, there is an upgrade function where you'll actually be able to download the entire page. You can actually download the entire page. So if you're actually going and using content from someone else's website, for example, as long as you've got their permission, you can actually download that entire website as well. Now, I've got a couple of questions here. This is mainly created for your websites, but the circumstances where you would have permission to use a sales page is if you bought white label rights to a product. If you have white label rights to a product and that included, using a sales page, for example, if you have white label products right now and you wanted to grab someone's sales page for that and add your own buy buttons, you could do that with Revamply within a few seconds. If you had purchased a WordPress theme, for example, and you had the rights and you had the ability to edit that WordPress theme as you wanted, you could go ahead and use Revamply with that as well. If you found a website you really liked, you can email the person, you can ask them for permission to use the structure of their content, and you can make changes to that. Now, you could, if you wanted to, completely copy their website if you really wanted to. The one reason that I say, and I mention not to do that, is that it can get you in legal trouble if you don't make enough changes to their website. And I'm not a lawyer myself. I don't know all of the details. We did have a lawyer help us to put this together to make sure it was going to be compliant and there wouldn't be any issues with it. We actually hired a lawyer from Singapore who had a lot of experience with software and IP. He helped us put this together, and so you can be sure and safe there. But we do have a couple of videos that do address this inside of the software. It is an important component, but what I recommend doing is using this as mainly a testing software for your white label products or your own websites, your e-commerce products, websites you actually have created yourself. That's where you'll find the most use of it. It's a great testing software. And if you do get the OTO1, you do want to add other websites of yours. If you've got a website in the past, for example, and probably all of you have this, maybe. I definitely do. Put a 1 in the box if you've got a website from the past that you would like to edit, but you don't know how because it's an HTML website, or you had a developer create it and you're not a developer yourself, but you would like to make edits to it without having to go and hire another developer to do those changes. That's where Revamply comes in. Revamply can just load up that website and you can re-download the HTML with all of the changes added. It turns any website into something that can be edited. Basically, the whole web becomes your template library. So that's where Revamply will come in. So put a 1 in the box if you like what you see so far. If you like the software, you like what you see, you think this is a pretty cool software from what you've seen so far. Cool, I'm seeing a number of 1s coming in. Fantastic. Now, we put a lot of work into this. We pumped in a huge amount of money, obviously, to get this created. And if you want to get access today, what I'm going to do is because we've released this and because Hans obviously allowed me to come on this webinar, I really like what the guys are doing with ShopExpress. Is one of the reasons I wanted to come on here and share and show you a few of my opinion on ShopExpress. Is today when you get access to Revamply, I'm also going to add you automatically to two things. The first 10 people that get access to this today, because you're on the webinar, the special will be ending tomorrow, so you will have until tomorrow night to get access if you want to. However, the first 5 people to get in today, there's a couple of mastermind groups that I want to add you into, and the reason that I want to do this, one of the mastermind groups that I run on Skype is a very personal group. We all know each other really well. We all talk on a regular basis about online marketing. We share ideas, share products, and it's really a place where you can get your questions answered, whatever your questions are. There's no silly questions, nothing like that. If you do get stuck in any of the stuff that you're doing online and you need someone you could reach out to immediately, you can post in this group. I'm in there, I respond a lot, and I communicate a lot. There's also some really smart people. There's one particular marketer that's making a significant amount of money through Shopify in there as well, actually, selling e-commerce products and selling products over Shopify, which is very relevant to what you're doing with ShopExpress, and they'll be able to help you with any questions you have relating to e-commerce. So the first 10 people that get in, you'll get access to that. Also, I run a forum. I run a community forum. Inside of this forum, there's actually a premium section which includes 5 of my best software, which are going to help you to generate traffic from social media and also YouTube as well. You'll get access to that. I'm going to give you premium access to that. I haven't done this before. It's usually the cost of this is $27 per month, or a minimum of $197 per year. So if you want to get unlimited access to that, you want to be able to jump in there. This is a forum where you can ask me questions. You can also read a bunch of different guides that I've put in there. There's about 10, 20 different really high quality guides in there about online marketing and how to do certain tasks. There's also a number of software and different components to help you out as well. So the first 10, you're going to be able to receive that as well. All you need to do to qualify is get in right away and make sure that you're as a part of those first 10, basically. Now, I'm not sure if we'll fill up those spots today. There's about 100 people on the call right now, so that means that if 10% of people do decide to come on today, which is likely, then those spots will fill. This isn't going to be available tomorrow when the replay goes out. This is only available tonight on this webinar, mainly because you've been on here now for over an hour, and I really appreciate that. And I want to make sure if you do pick up Revamply, you have every chance of succeeding with this software. Now, in Revamply, there's a ton of training, a ton of different bonuses. There's also some white label software, some giveaway softwares you can use inside of Revamply. We've really provided everything that you would need to really make the software work for you. However, I want to give you that extra, these extra masterminds and these coaching groups if you need that personal touch. Sometimes it can really help to have that feedback and have it instantly available. So if you'd like to get access today, it's $197, one off. Now, Revamply after this is going to be switching to a minimum of a $197 yearly charge. We may just make it monthly, $97 per month. We're not entirely sure yet. It's going to be one of the two, but it will not be available for a one-off cost again. So if you want to pick up the software today, put a 1 in the box if you want to be past that first 10, and I'll give you your instructions right now for getting access. Put a 1 in the box if you'd like to be able to pick up Revamply today, and I'll be able to post those instructions. Now, I'm seeing a number of 1s. Fantastic. Excellent. If you're not putting in a 1, that's totally cool as well. Obviously, this is a members webinar for ShopExpress, so this might not be the right time for you. You've now seen Revamply, so if you do need these, if you do need this in the future, it is going to be available to you. However, I do highly recommend considering the masterminds, the bonus. That's going to be really useful. You'll be added to my personal Skype group. You'll actually have me personally on Skype. And if you don't know anything about me, I've been in this business now, about 7 or 8 years, and I've made multiple millions of dollars through this business. I've run several businesses from e-commerce right through to digital selling and software. So I have a wide amount of knowledge, and if I don't have the knowledge myself, then I know who would, and I'll be connecting you up those people that can help. So that is available also today. So if you want to get access today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link, the URL in the chat box right now. I encourage you to get your browser ready. Again, I can only have 10 spots. The reason I can only have 10 spots is that people who are in this mastermind, they pay to be in this mastermind. Some of them pay, not all of them, some of them pay. And it's a really small group. We currently have about 65 people in there. And in terms of the communication, the content that's shared, it's no frills, no hype, there's no pitching. It's just, hey, I have this problem, I need a solution, who can help me? And that's where it really comes in. So if you are joining that group, I want to make sure that I have a small amount of people, because I don't want this group going over 100, and that for me is not something that is possible, because I want to make sure that we keep that personal interaction going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the link in just a moment here. What it is I'll put it in chat, and I'm just going to double check that it's 100% working for you when I do put it in chat. And 1 second, I'm just going to grab it now, because for whatever reason it decided to not work. So let me just there it is here. Cool. All right, so here it is right here. Cool, it's working. So here it is. I'm going to paste it in the chat box right now. And if you want to get access today, here is where you can get access. So it's at backersbonus.com/ShopExpress discount. I'm going to put this on the screen right now for anyone who is watching the replay who wants to get access as well. This is where you can get access today. I'll put it on my screen. If you are jumping in right now, it's really important. I've just got one instruction for you to make sure you secure your place. Make sure that you let me know in the chat by saying I'm in to let me know that you've secured your place. And that the reason for that is so I know who you are. I can look out for you when I actually go through and I make sure that we're adding people into this mastermind. All I really need is your Skype address. So I'll be emailing you and I'll be asking for that. And I want to make sure that I've got a record of who you are from the webinar. So if I need to go back over and make sure that I haven't missed anyone, that you're there as well. So do make sure that you've put an I'm in the chat box once you've got in. This is the URL right here. It's one-off, lifetime. So I can't say lifetime. I can't. It's one-off, and you won't have to pay again. Upgrades, included for as long as this software is online, which is going to be online for a very, very long period of time. For us, it's a very long-term project. And as people are paying yearly, as people are paying monthly, you won't have to pay any of that. You're going to get this for a one-off cost. There won't be any other hidden costs or anything like that. One-off cost, you get access to Revamply and the full version of Revamply as well. There is an upgrade. There is a couple of upgrades that are available as well once you've got in. However, to reserve the bonuses today, all you need to do is get access to that front-end offer. Cool, let me just check. I'm getting a couple of, a few comments actually saying that the buy button isn't working right now. Let me just check that. Now, there was an issue with JVZoo. I wasn't actually able to get into my JVZoo account for this particular product today to do some testing. So I'm just going to make sure that, see what's up. All you need to edit your website is enter in the URL and click Revamply. Revamply works on all HTML, WordPress, or pages you've created. Okay, cool, one sec. It is working for me. It's working fine for me here. I'm not sure what. You go to the 197 package. I'll show you where it is right now. One sec. So go to here right now. Go to here. You'll see 197 and just purchase this package right here. This is the 197 package, one-off, one-time payment, and that will work fine. Put an I'm in the box if you've been able to get in successfully, and let me know for those that were. Cool. I've signed up and paid. Fantastic. So it is working. It's working 100%. Make sure you do that and go through here. Now, if it's a cache issue and you've been to the website in the past, you will have seen that in the past it was actually selling for a lot more. So it might be that you need to refresh your cache or try a different browser and it'll work fine.
Yes, it's working fine. I tested as well.
Sure. So the 500 pages is basically that, 500 pages. So you can create 500 pages with this. You can edit 500 pages, have 500 pages, basically. Now, the 25,000 views is if you, just to protect us, basically. It's every month. So 25,000 views every month. That's a lot of views. It's a lot. I mean, I don't think I get that many views per month. I probably do, just not. I mean, if you've got 25,000 views coming in and you want to upgrade, there's an OTO 1 which will give you unlimited views every month. It'll give you unlimited views for life if you want, and that's included as the OTO 1. So if you do want those, unlimited views, you can get the OTO 1 if you really need that. But 25,000 views is a lot of views. Cool. I'm seeing some more come in. Can you put your name in there and put an I'm in? Put your name and put the I'm in. GoToWebinar isn't showing me your names for some people that are coming in.
Yes, I'm not sure what happened. It's all friends.
Cool. So the page is hosted on your end or the cloud. Now they're posted on our end. We actually use Amazon hosting to host these pages. So it's through our hosting account, Amazon hosting account. If you do get access to the OTO 1, you want to host yourself, then there's an option in the OTO 1 upgrade to host yourself. put in for hours because my
one sec.
designer was in a different
Video
time zone and
is turned
happened
on.
to be asleep.
All right, so if you are getting in, put an I'm in the box. I'm seeing a few I'm-ins coming in. We've still got some more places left for the first 10. And for those that have already got in, you'll be added to that mastermind as well. I've laid out all the features on the sales page, so you can see everything here. And I'll get the URL on the screen once more. So if you want to get access today, it's at this URL right here. Now, the forum that I have, which you'll get premium access to, is called backersboard.com.com/forum. So this is it right here. You'll get premium member access. So right now you can see the free content that's available on the forum. You'll get premium back-end content access as well as part of this. Cool, no problem. Cool, no problem. Yeah, basically it's an easy way if you have pages that are out there that need editing, or if you have pages that you would like to edit and test, this will give you the ability to do that really easily. Or if you want to grab a page, you want to grab some elements of a page that is owned by someone else, you want to be able to customize those elements. You can hand it to a developer or a designer who can then rebuild it. Then that's also an opportunity that you can use with this Revamply software. Awesome. So if there's any questions, let me know in the chat right now. I can see a couple of people have come in, which is great, and welcome to those people as well. And if you are coming in, let me know. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please post them in the chat, either anything relating to ShopExpress or Revamply as well. So does it integrate with ShopExpress? Now, I have to double check with the guys. I believe it does, yes. There will be a way of doing that. I've got to double check before I 100% confirm, but I'm pretty much sure that it will be done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a video which can be sent out as well. So you'll be able to see in the video exactly how to do it. I believe it's done through the back end on your actual hosting account. So I'm going to make sure that that's done. If you get access to the OTO1, then yes, 100% it does. The front end, I've just got to double check that that will integrate 100%. So I'm going to do that right after the webinar, and then you'll be able to see that. I'm testing.
Cool. Han has the replay link. Han, I believe you posted it in before, so I'll just double check for this person.
And Sam, I've just tested the beauty, the demo site for ShopExpress. It works with Revamply.
Oh, cool. Very cool. All right, there you go. So yes, it will work with Revamply. Cool. The OTO1 is $197 yearly, and there's a lot that's included with it. You can download your pages. You can self-host if you want to. It also includes a number of other additional features and a number of other bits and pieces in there as well, such as unlimited page views and so on. It's for heavier users if you are anticipating that you'll have clients you'll be dealing with, or if you are planning on using it with a lot of views or having a lot of views to your website, then that's where that OTO1 would come in.
That's the link. Okay, I'm dropping the replay link again. We also will be sending a replay for this webinar as well. Okay.
Do I need an SSL for the OTO to work? Han, is that a question for you?
If you want to using Facebook, yes. If you don't want to marketing on Facebook, then no.
Can I add one more? Can I add more than one banner to my Express store? If yes, how? I don't think you can right now.
Just one banner right now, but I'm going to talk to developers, see if that's possible to add more.
Han, is there a way that people can get products that are on sale when importing them from a different site like Amazon?
I think I already answered with submit a ticket to support desk because that's not something that I can answer right now. I have to talk to the developer, see if that's possible.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's a good idea, though, but I'm definitely check into it. AliExpress question. Could you type that question again for the AliExpress? About hiding certain parts. Which parts? Again, that's a more like specific questions you need to send to help desk. Ask which specific parts you would like to hide, and they can answer you from there. This is not designed for drop shipping. This is designed for affiliates of AliExpress. Yes, they do. They have both. Now you do.
All right, we'll take last couple of questions. Does anyone have a couple of questions to finish us off, and then we'll be closing down for the night? If you still want to get access to Revamply, do make sure that you get access tonight. If you do get access tonight before midnight, then there's a good chance you'll be part of that top 10, the first 10 to get in, and I'll be able to send you out those mastermind links. And for those that have got access to Revamply so far, look out for an email from me right after this webinar.
Yes, if you guys have any more ShopExpress related questions, please answer now. I'm asking now, or please submit a ticket to the help desk.
Now, if you did already buy Revamply in the past, then you've already got the upgrades. We're upgrading everyone, and that's, so you would have been upgraded already to the new updates that we've had. If you log into your Revamply, you'll see all of the new updates that have been added. Cool. All right, final two questions. Can I add a regular page to ShopExpress? I don't believe that's possible. Han?
What's definition of regular page? Everybody has a
HTML page.
HTML. We do have a place you can put the term of service and contact page, all that stuff. So I believe so. Actually, you can.
Okay, cool. So
you can add just different pages in there. Should I set up a subdomain to use it? Have a primary on host? I have, for SEO reason, I actually recommend. I mean, domain is so cheap to buy. You should have, each store should have its own domain. That's much better for SEO rank. But yes, you can do subdomains, but I don't think they're gonna rank that high. But that's a personal decision you have to make. Quick question, thank you. Regular page. It can ShopExpress can be installed on both regular domain or subdomain. That's a choice you have to make. Yes, that is the help desk link for ShopExpress.
I'll put that in chat as well. I'll put that here. Okay. Cool. All right. Final question. Can I edit the store before I buy a domain name? Han.
Can you edit a store before I buy? No, you have to install the store into your hosting. So
that makes
sense. You have to have the domain or hosting first before you can install this.
Yeah. All right. We'll finish it off there then. How's everyone found the webinar? Put a 1 in the box if you enjoyed it. Give us a rating out of 10 tonight. Hopefully this has provided the answers you're looking for and given you a good base for now creating your ShopExpress stores. And if you have got access to Revamply, I want to say thank you for getting access today. And we look forward to talking with you again soon. Again, I just put in the chat the support URL. So if you have any future questions, further questions, please feel free to post there and the guys will help you out. Otherwise, I want to wish you a good day, good night, wherever you are. And Han, I'll let you finish off.
All right, so I want to answer one last question. Can we use ShopExpress logo on our site? You can upload your custom logo of your own store. I highly recommend you design one so you have a branding going on there. So one last question, and again, I want to take this opportunity. Thank you, everyone who took the time to join us for this awesome training Sam has took the time to do for us. I highly recommend pick out Revamply. Has changed my business because pro marketer do test their stores, do test their sales pages to get the highest conversions with the same amount of traffic. Because we're all working very hard to mining traffic. With ShopExpress, we already built in automatic traffic system from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So you want the maximum profit to those traffic. You need to test which product to display first on your front page, your home page, your individual pages. Revamply is such a great tool to test that without invest so much money into designers and save so much time to do that. So Sam said that if you pick it up before the midnight tonight, you still can get some awesome bonuses from me as well. And ever since I've been using Revamply, I have seen a tremendous change in my bottom line as well. And for those who has picked this up in the past, I know you guys can agree with me as well. For those who hasn't picked it up yet, you still got the till midnight to pick this up. And once you pick this up, I'm 100% sure you're gonna see how amazing this software can do. There's none of the software out there does this kind of amazing stuff. So I had to really talk to Sam to really kind of temporarily lower the price for you guys again to grab this, especially with those bonuses. So make sure you take the opportunity, grab Revamply before this special offer is gone again. Again, thank you guys for joining us. And if you have any more questions, please submit ticket into the ShopExpress. About that, if you have more questions about the Revamply, saying you want to give them a link that they can submit more questions before they buy.
Yeah, sure. Just give me an email. Email's fine. Send me an email at sam@sambacker.com. I'll put it in chat.
Okay, cool. All right, so on that note, thank you guys for the 10, and we're going to close this webinar out, and I'll be looking forward to talk to you guys soon.
Awesome. Thank you, and see you later.